What's up, guys? I just landed in Amsterdam and I've checked into my hotel. I came here from Dublin because I basically paid for my entire long weekend over MLK with all these points I've accrued over the past year. I paid for this hotel with my British Airways Avios. I bought a return ticket on United using points, and because I guess I bought on points, my United flight doesn't leave until tomorrow morning. So I have a full 16-hour layover in Amsterdam. So I figured, why not come into the city, check into a cute hotel, and explore the city as much as I can in basically the 8 hours before midnight. I'm pretty zonked right now because I've been traveling all day, but it is so beautiful here. Like right now, the sky outside is pink. It is stunning. And it is 5:10, so I managed right before I came to Europe, I managed to secure last minute tickets for the Anne Frank house. It's one of those things where you can go line up, but if you book them ahead of time, like you don't have to line up. There's always like a really long line outside. So I have about 35 minutes before I just like walk up the street and go to the Anne Frank house. I am so excited to see it. So I thought I would do something. I'm going from Anne Frank, you can't follow Anne Frank, but this is totally superficial. I thought I would do a what's in my carry-on bag because I haven't done a what's in my bag in a very long time, and I'm using a new carry-on bag recently. But first, before I do that, I thought I would give you a tiny hotel room tour. Cue the hotel room tour. So when you come in, you are right next to the bathroom, and the bathroom is over here to the right. Look how cute these fixtures are. It's a classic city type bathroom with a marble shower. There's a rain shower and a handheld, and hi! They also have the amazing Le Labo Santal shampoos and toiletries. I love these. I've only ever seen these at the Fairmont properties. And out here in the main room, there's a bag. I guess you can take that as your reusable bag, so you know, the buy one. There's an umbrella because it rains a lot in the winter. And then this is the room. So I booked the lowest level room, and it is so cute. There's even like a little seating area. And I already put my jacket down over there. This is the cozy room, and even though it's cozy, it still comes with tons of amenities, including a silver tea set, and there's my room card. There's room service. There are pencils. There are colored pencils, which is such a nice touch. And over here, I already opened one of the bottles. They left sparkling and still water and stroop waffles, which is one of the most popular snacks from Amsterdam. Here is the bed. So this is technically a single room. So I think this is like a full-size bed. They call it a queen, but it looks like a full. This probably wouldn't be good for two people, but it's perfect for one person. There's also like room to move around on either side of the bed. Look at the cute phone. It's like a retro phone, but it's a push. The notepad is adorable. And then here is the closet. Closet is pretty standard stuff, but it does come with slippers and a robe. Now, probably the best part of this room, I was worried like booking a very like low level room. It is literally their smallest room and it's the least expensive room, but because I'm just like staying here overnight, I thought that it would be like, it would have like a small window, I would be like in a corner somewhere. No, it has a full canal view and a wall of windows. Check it out. Wall of windows. It's beautiful. And let's look at the view outside. Look, I look right out onto the canal. There's a ship going by. All right, we're back. So I recently got a new carry-on bag that I've been using on airplanes, and I will show you what it is right now. It is, originally I wasn't sure about this bag, and I looked at it for a long time before I bought it, but I'm really glad I got it. It is the Speedy Bandouliere in the Damier Ebene, and it is the size 35. So I have a Speedy 25 Bandouliere in the monogram print, and I also have a Speedy 30 in the leather. I think it's called the Empreinte. Can't speak French very well, but so I have those, but I've always felt like those are really great for work and every day and weekend and stuff, but for travel they're just like a little bit too small. Like they don't really hold a laptop, they don't really like hold an iPad and zip up. So I wanted to get the 35 size, and I also wanted to get it in the canvas because it's so much more lightweight than the leather, Plus, if you get it in the Damier Ebene, the handles are like finished leather, so it's not the the very pale leather that gets all like, you know, it gets messed up in the rain. So yeah, so I picked up the Speedy Bandouliere 35, and I actually had my initials hot stamped on it. I'm not one of those people who's like super precious with her bags. For better or for worse, I use all of my bags. I never resell because I actually don't have that many bags. The bags I do buy, I love and I use, and I like use them until they're like pretty much dead. Anyway, so let's talk about what's in my carry-on before I have to run off to go to the Anne Frank house. The Speedy Bandouliere 35 holds a lot of stuff. I'm actually really surprised. So I actually travel with basically the similar amounts of stuff whenever I'm traveling for personal fun. If I travel for work, I always bring a laptop and like a bunch of other things and like more cameras. But if I travel for fun, I just bring like my usual stuff, and I don't even bring a laptop or bring an iPad. So this bag holds so much stuff. I don't know if you can see. It holds so much stuff and it zips up. The only thing I've taken out of this bag to shoot the video is my camera, which I'm filming on now. Obviously it's the G7X, and I've taken out my Manfrotto mini tripod, so it's like sitting on the TV console here. Let's dig in. So the thing I keep in my bag all the time, and I take this everywhere, I take this to work too, are my Bose Quiet Comfort 350 headphones. I am so bad about this. I don't even carry them in the case because the case is so bulky and it takes so much more space. I just fold them up and I like tuck them at the top of my bag or my backpack or my work bag. It's probably not like the best for them, but they seem to be pretty sturdy. I've had them for a long time, and knock on wood, they seem to be okay. I can't really travel without these. I also can't go to work without these because we sit in an open office plan, and to like focus and to concentrate and to like not hear other people's conversations, I always need to carry my noise canceling headphones. Also in my bag, I always carry simple micellar cleansing wipes. These are, if you've been watching my vlog for a long time, you will know that these are some of my favorite wipes. I buy them in like huge amounts when I'm in England. What I found is that in Ireland, they're not actually that much cheaper than they are in the States. In England, these are like £1.59 or £1.69, so that works out to about $2 a pop. In New York at the CVS across the street from my apartment, these are $8 or $9 a pack. So whenever I go to England, I will just buy like 20 packs of this and haul it home. And I feel like it's saving me so much money. So I always carry these. I take my makeup off on the plane, or I use these as like wipes or something. They're also just really good for cleaning things up. Like if you spill something on yourself, it's a good cleanup thing. In the small pocket in my bag, now this bag actually is a very small side pocket, and that's the only pocket inside, but it does have a zipper. You can't really fit that much. This is what I have in the small side pocket. I have a pen, and I always buy these pens. These are the Uniball Vision Elite because these are guaranteed to not explode in flight, and I travel so much, and I've definitely had pens explode and it ruins everything. So I always use these pens, plus they're so good to write with. I also have, this is the key card from my last hotel, but I also have wet ones. I always carry these on the plane. I like to wipe things down before I touch them, especially for flying long haul and you have to like use the tray and like you're touching the armrest and stuff. Always have a wet ones. And I also have Altoids. This actually saved me so much this morning. I had like a really huge meal last night and I didn't drink too much. I only had like one cocktail, so I don't think it was that, but I think something didn't agree with me last night, and I'm just calling it in my head like a mild form of food poisoning. But I was so nauseous. Like nothing bad really happened, but I was so nauseous all night and all morning, and I was so nervous about getting on the flight being nauseous. I have thrown up on a plane once years ago, like 20 years ago when I went to Japan. It was not cute. But what I found is that actually Altoids really helps quell the nausea. I think peppermint oil is one of those old things that people used to use to keep nausea down, and this actually helped me so much today. In my bag, I carry two pouches. One is my makeup pouch. When I travel for fun, I actually don't even bring tons of makeup. I bring just the basics, and this is also obviously a Louis Vuitton monogram makeup cosmetics bag. I don't know what size this is. I bought this so long ago, and I think I've like stuffed it so full you can't even open it. But this is what's in it. Girly things. I have organic panty liners, very exciting. I have my Studio Fix. I'm a C3 in MAC Studio Fix. I have two blushes. I have a Rimmel blush that I really love, and it's like so dirty, but it's this blush in Pink Rose, but they discontinued this. I can't find this anywhere. So I was a little stressed, and so when I went to Ireland this time, I went and I picked up this one to try. It's the Collection Soft Glow Blusher, and I really, really like it. I'm wearing it now. It's like very, very subtle. I do like a kind of a bold pink blush. I always take my Artiste mini brush everywhere I go. This is what I use instead of bringing like a giant honking brush to blend my concealer. I use this when I travel. I also have a bigger version that I keep at home. And I have a blush brush from Sephora. I think this is one of those things where like if you get rouge, they send you a brush. I have two Collection Lasting Perfection concealers. These are my favorite concealers of all time. They're not as like intense as the Tarte Shape Tape, but they are so great for every day. Plus they stay on all day and they really cover everything and they brighten under your eye. I actually have it in cool medium and warm medium, just depending on the day. I'm not very tan right now, so these are really, really great for me. I carry two Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, one in Stoned Rose, one in Very Victoria. These, I have millions of lipsticks at home, like dozens upon dozens of lipsticks from all different brands, but these are always the two that I go back to. One is a neutrally brown. This is a Stoned Rose. So this is sort of like, do you guys remember that color, Revlon's Toast of New York from like the 90s? I think they still make it. But this is similar to that, but it's a little bit more low key. It's like a very neutral rosy brown. And the Very Victoria is a perfect, for me, it is the perfect matte, but not drying, matte, like light brownie shade. This is like my everyday color. I also carry my Diorshow Iconic Mascara. This is the only mascara that works for me. I have this is actually great, this NYX Wonder Pencil. This is a concealer but in a pencil form, and I really don't use this as concealer. I usually use it like to define the shape of my eyebrows above and below. My eyebrows are kind of a mess right now. It's just kind of a flight, but this is what I use. I think it's great. I think it does make a huge difference. It is also good for covering up small spots, like if you have like a pore that's like irritated, just like cover it up with that. What else do I have? I have some pencils, eyebrow pencils, Urban Decay eyeliner in Roach, MAC lip liner in Soar and Whirl, and I have a Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk, which is so iconic. And I have a makeup pencil sharpener from Muji. It's not like the most attractive thing, but it actually works really well. It's all very like dirty right now from makeup pencils, but I guess you can put your pencils, use it as a cap, and I just keep it separate. I really like it. And I have a lip balm from Cowshed that I got from JetBlue when I flew JetBlue. See, there's still so much stuff in the bag. Okay, this is my iPad. This is an iPad Pro. This is the 9.5 inch. It's from like a few years ago. I carry it because just in case I want to be able to type something or I get inspired to write something. It obviously comes with a keyboard, and sometimes when I'm in a hotel, like I'll just watch my YouTube videos and like do all my internet stuff on my phone instead of taking my laptop out or my iPad out even. Sometimes it just doesn't even get any use. Oh, I picked these up at the airport in Ireland. This is like one of my favorite weekly celebrity magazines in the UK. It's called Heat. I love it. It's not that trashy. I'd say it's like a 6 out of 10 on the trashy scale. And it comes with the closer. So it's like 2 for like a discount. And so I got both. I love British like tabloidy magazines. I just love them. I also, in my bag this time, I have a scrunchie. I was worried that I would have to check my suitcase coming here, but I didn't have to. But just in case, before I went to the airport, I packed like my overnight stuff in here just in case it was gonna be separated from my suitcase. But I have a scrunchie. This is, I think it's from like Marks and Spencer. And I have underpants and a t-shirt just in case I was gonna be without my suitcase, but I have my suitcase, so everything's fine. I'm reading this book, don't laugh at me. It is new. This book has been all over every podcast, so I figure I have to like pick it up and read it. It's called The $1 Million One-Person Business. And this author, Elaine Pofelt, she gives people tons of case studies and examples and even like step-by-step and how-tos and resources about how to start a one-person business. And I've always wanted to start my own business. I have no follow-through, but I've always wanted to know how, so I'm reading it. I have Kleenex. I have a battery pack, and this is like a giant one. I think you can like charge your laptop on it if you want to. It gets like 15 charges on my phone. And this is what I pawed my camera out of, so that's why it's open. But this pouch has been so useful to me. It is by Topo Designs. It's from Colorado, and I don't know why I have it. I think someone sent it to me as like a gift, and I think it came from like a brand or something, but it's actually been so useful. I used to keep all of my wires and batteries and cords and like all that stuff just in like a Ziploc bag, but it's so wasteful to keep on throwing that away. So now I travel with this, which is much more compact, and inside it's like all my chargers and all that stuff. So I have the Dji Osmo Mini, like the gimbal that you can put in your pocket. I love this. It's so great. I just got it a couple weeks ago. I've been playing around with it. I have my G7X charger. I have all my cords and charging cords, and I have my headphones, other headphones. Yeah, just like all the usual stuff that you need to carry around when you are a human living in 2019. Yeah, oh, I have my card case. Those are my business cards for work. So I bought this case from Muji. I used to just like cram my cards in my wallet, but it was so bad because they would get all wrinkly and you don't want to like hand them out like that. I also have my planner. I buy one of these every single year. It's my favorite written planner. It's the Smythson planner. It's the classic blue color. It's great. Like the paper is very thin. It's not very heavy, and it's leather, and it makes me feel like I have one place where I can keep all my notes so I don't end up with like 10,000 different notebooks. And I have my glasses because in my old age, it's harder and harder for me to see without my glasses. I mostly use these when I'm tired or at the end of the day, especially when I'm using a computer. Things like literally get blurry and I literally cannot see things, which is terrible. And I should do those eye exercises my mom was telling me to do. And that's it. There's an invoice in here. This is the bill from my last hotel when I checked out of this morning. But yeah, so that's it. I'm obsessed with this bag. This bag holds so much stuff, and it actually, what's great about it is it doesn't flop around too much. So I actually set it on top of my away rolling suitcase, and it just sits there so nicely. I also have a Neverfull that I travel with all the time, but what I find with that is that that does tend to flop over because it's quite tall. So it's actually better if I just cram everything in here and it just sits there. Anyway, okay, it's starting to get dark outside, and so I'm losing my light. I also have to go to the Anne Frank Museum. I am so excited. I'm doing a walking tour tonight too. I'm gonna try to go to their big luxury department store that's in the center of Amsterdam, and I think that maybe all I have time to do today. I don't know how I feel. I feel like a little bit weird because I haven't eaten anything all day, and the only thing I've eaten now are 2 stroopwafel cookies. So yeah, it's gonna be a whirlwind trip in Amsterdam. I'm so excited to see the city, and I can't wait to come back. I will see you next time. I'll see you back in New York, and yeah.